Hey everybody, here is a random Saturday CarCast. Thought I'd just say hello. It is Saturday, October 17th. The Power Veto competition began about an hour ago, about 30 minutes out or so from recording our weekly Big Brother Gossip show. I think we've got 3 more to go, maybe, I think, including our finale. The show's going to be, we don't have a whole lot to talk about tonight, but I thought I'd say hi and check in. We know that Enzo 1 had a household. We've got some clips to play. We've got some questions. I've seen our patrons have sent us a few questions that we'll answer. And we'll talk about the giveaway that I tweeted about earlier today. A little bit more detail, even though I mentioned it last weekend. Thanks again to TV Tater for sending me some 3D printed objects that are like the ones that are in the Big Brother house. And the plan is to, before the finale probably, I will give away one set. A set would be comprised of the robot. If you haven't seen the picture yet, look on my Twitter timeline. The robot and 3 of the little dodecahedron balls things, and then 4 rocket ships in a plume that one of the rocket ships can sit on. That would be one set. I'm going to give one of those sets away to a Twitter follower. It's going to be a Twitter follower, though, that has sent an email. It's not just going to be completely random. I'm not going to pick from 100,000 Twitter names. It's going to be people that are paying attention and are interested, and you will have to send me an email. My plan will be to have you guys all send me an email with your Twitter handle in the email, and then I will take from that list and randomly select one name to win. The same way we did when we gave away the Tom Green autographed handbags last year. So I will send out more details on that this next week. And then we have 2 more sets, and I am going to give away the way I thought I'd do was give away one complete set to someone, and then give one robot along with 3 of the little balls to somebody, and give away one of the plumes with 4 of the rocket ships to somebody else. So one person will get a complete set, and 2 more people will get a half set each. I don't know if I'll say you get to pick or how I'm going to do it. I may do that. I may give the grand prize winner the choice. The first place, the person who gets a whole set, you pick what you want, and then the other 2 people, I'll say, the next one I'll say, which one do you want of these 2 things, and then the other person will say, this is what you get. That's the best way I can come up with it. To get 3 of our patrons to get some freebie stuff from TV Tater, I will mail it to you. And so it's about the most equitable, fair way I could come up with it. And we'll talk about the same thing that I just said tonight on our podcast, which should be out later tonight. The Power Veto has started. Enzo is the head of household. He did make his nominations yesterday. It is Christmas and Nicole. But in reality, it comes down to who wins the Power Veto. If Christmas doesn't win the Power Veto, she's going to be going out. I'm 99.999% sure of that. And who knows if she has a chance to win the Power Veto. I mean, the last one, she won the first time she won. It was kind of a gimme where she didn't even ring in, right? And the second one, there's a question of whether somebody threw it to her, kind of a thing. So let's just wait and see what happens. We'll talk about it on our show. The way it's been going this season, the Power Veto has been over by the time before we're done recording our podcast. So hopefully we'll know the answer. There's only 3 people competing in it. 4 people competing in it. So can't take that long, right? That's it, guys. I'm not sure what competition it'll be. Someone's going to tell me it's been this competition lately at the Final 4, but I can't even tell you. They haven't done the face morph. It could be the face morph. I'm not sure. But if it's a face morph, it could take a while. All right, with that, I am going to sign off, get this uploaded before we actually do our show. so you can listen to that. Not that our show won't be up for a few hours yet, but I do want to at least get it posted. All right, I hope you're all well. Thank you again to all of our patrons. Thank you to my personal patrons. I'm going to record a special Mike's Non-Big Brother podcast. Oh, I'm also playing the game, the Big Brother game. I'll talk about that maybe on Monday. Or maybe I may mention it briefly. I'll probably mention it briefly on tonight's show too. A little spoiler alert. So I'll talk about this I got a little bit of drive left here. So, and Scott and Colette won't want to hear much about this tonight unless they decide to play it, which maybe they should. Maybe Scott and Colette should try playing it. It's totally anonymous. No one has to know who you are. But it does require some being around on time. So I started playing it 2 nights ago. You play with 7 other people, so there's 8 of you. You have tasks you have to do. You can earn bucks. You can private message each other. You can actually post pictures in the chat. So I could have posted a picture of myself or something, but I haven't done anything like that. And anyways, the key is that one person's the head of household. They have to nominate 2 people. At the same time, this is what I discovered, because guess what? I won the head of household for the first week, which isn't really a week, but I won the first head of household because I got 5 out of 7 right on a trivia little thing that you had to do. So I get head of household, and I have to go in the diary room, and I have to name 4 have-nots. So half the people, or actually more than half the people, I have to name them have-nots. Then I have to also name my 2 nominees, and I have to name a backup nominee if someone wins the power of veto and uses it. I have to name a backup nominee. So, yeah, that sucked. I barely know these people. Maybe I shouldn't have tried so hard to win. Somebody said they got 0 right on the trivia, and I'm thinking, boy, that'd be pretty damn hard to do. But who knows? I thought, were they just trying not to win it? Is this a bad thing to win it? The first person who's going to get voted out is probably going to be the person who hasn't been active. There's one person who hasn't been on since the first half hour that the game started. That's who I nominated. I nominated him, as well as one other person who hadn't been on for a couple of hours, who immediately showed up after I won head of household and congratulated me. And I'm like, yeah, sorry, but you're going to end up nominated too. The kicker was that I found out I won head of household, and then I had to make my nominations and everything, and that all was supposed to happen at I think noon Eastern time, and everybody in the world apparently logged on at the same time and crashed the servers. And now the servers have been down for 12 hours or for 6 hours, and they said they're not coming back till tomorrow. So we were supposed to do the power veto competition at 5:30 Eastern time. It didn't happen. I'm not sure what's happening. I'm not sure if we're delaying everything by a day, or if people are just going to get thrown out, or I'm not sure what's happening. But my first head of household is a complete disaster. By the way, this game costs you for $5. You get to play in 3 games. So I'll get to play 2 more times after this one. If I get voted out right away, then I can start another game and I can play again. So it's interesting. There is times where you have to do things. So I think after this initial time, I don't know if I'll play it again, because frankly, the head of household competition, you can show up within a 2-hour time window, but it's at 9 o'clock in the morning. Well, I'm working, folks, and so 9 o'clock in the morning is not a good time for me. Although really it took about 5 minutes to do at most, because like I said, you had 30 seconds to answer each question, and there was only 7 questions. So if you're good about budgeting your time, you could probably make it work. What it won't let you do is it won't give you much time to socialize with people, and I have a feeling that after the first week, or after the first quote week, socialization the social game is going to become very important. So yeah, it's going to be interesting, but maybe we'll talk about it on tonight's show a little bit. Since we don't have a whole lot to talk about, we'll have to see. But until then, I'll see you guys later. I'll talk more about this game on another CarCast probably, because I won't have much to talk about next week either. Everybody be well, and I'll talk to y'all later. Thanks. Bye.